And here we go, crew. We got our first crew of the day coming in on approach. Welcome back to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting Boynton Beach. Gonna be an interesting one. Not real busy down here right now, but you can see the clouds building in the background, which means, yep, it's supposed to rain. And typically when that happens, the second the rain unloads, we start just getting people bomb rushing in. So our crew is lining it up. I guess it's not quite as deep as he wants it, and our guy jumps back in the truck to try and bring it a little bit further back. So Cap gives the old push off with the foot. Our guy's probably a little deep now. Cap tells him to stop. And as we mentioned, he winds up hitting the bow stop a little hard as the trailer's a little deep, and you can tell how he's floating. He's not really on the trailer, and our driver probably shouldn't be driving. Just kind of guessing based on what's going on there. So Cap's got her in gear. Is driver gonna pull forward? No, he didn't really do much there. And Cap's trying to get it lined back up. So with the trailer being this deep though, he's just floating the whole way on, so the guide poles and even the bunks aren't really doing what they're meant to do to try and guide the boat on. And here he goes back at it again, and this time he's gonna go ahead and nail that throttle and leave her there to try and get this put on. Let me know in your comments below how you guys feel about this one as well, because this is one of those situations that I'm not the biggest fan of for a couple of reasons for various things that are going on here. But the one we're talking about now is gonna be the boat on the trailer with the throttle opened up, especially when it's floating this much. Honestly, they're not really on the bunks. The boat, I feel, could break free at any time it wanted to on this one. But a lot of people do it, and I'm guessing it's okay most of the time. And even though I condone it, I have yet to see anybody actually mess that up. So maybe I'm just out of line on that one. So Cap goes ahead and puts her in neutral. And I'm just guessing our driver's going to get back in the truck and pull him out for whatever reason. Oh, man. Unbelievable, the stuff we witnessed down here at the ramp. And our next crew's coming in on approach, and Wifey's gonna try and be the good Samaritan today, as we've got some debris floating down here, and she's gonna go ahead and try and grab it and get it out of the water, and she's got it. And let's see if they can get this on the dock now. So she's trying to get it put up somewhere. Cap's trying to line it back up on the dock so we can get the boat over. And looks like he's got it where he wants it, and here we go. So coming in on approach, he's got... Oh, but those are just people sitting on the dock. So that's fine. Wifey hand out. Goes for the grab. Able to get him set up, and our crew here should be good to roll.
I got it.
Great dock, good Samaritan move as well. First class here. And like our crew earlier, I feel like these guys just have the trailer way too deep. I mean, our guy's standing almost chest deep, and they're still coming back with the truck. Bumper deep on this one as he's trying to get the jet skis loaded, and as you can kind of tell, the rain is starting to come in. But man, they back this one so deep that the skis again are just floating and the bunks are of no help. Heck, it looks like the trailer's floating. If you watch the guide poles, they're kind of bobbing up and down a little bit as well. And now, of course, it's really starting to rain, which means we're typically going to get that big rush of everybody leaving the sandbar and trying to rush back over here into the ramp, as we can kind of tell, as we've got people running around on the boat trying to get things settled, because all of a sudden the rain comes in and things start happening a little faster than they would when it's dry out. So trying to get the poles and stuff out of the way to where they can go ahead and try and get a clean dock. And our crew's coming in on approach. I don't see any lines or anything out yet. And Cap leaves the helm, grabs the boat, trying to keep it off the concrete piling you see there right next to him, while the rest of his crew kind of scrambles to figure out the line situation. And here comes another boat coming in from the sandbar as well. And same situation, no lines, nothing really appears ready. Again, everybody seems to kind of rush once it starts raining, which is always a little interesting because these people probably are coming from the sandbar. More than likely they were hanging out in the water in the sandbar and they're already wet. Now the boat and themselves is just getting a freshwater rinse. No need to rush and try and get anything done. But here we go. Cap's trying to let the boat drift in. And overall, they look pretty good. And it looks like they're going to get this one landed as well on the dock. And our guy goes running up the dock to try and get the truck. So after a few minutes, the rain's let up just a little bit. But again, as we mentioned, now the ramp is getting busy as everybody's kind of coming back in. So our next crew, we've at least got lines on the ready this time. As they come in on approach, and you can see our first crew pulling out. So Cap's trying to line it up. The bow's drifting off a little bit. He's going to brake check to try and even it out. And here comes our Monterey crew in behind them, which is another Boynton local. We see this crew quite a bit. And Cap kicks it out. Stern kicks out on him as well. Our crew on the right-hand side goes for the stretch, and our crew on the left winds up getting a leaper onto the dock as they try and get the boat pulled around. So at least the Monterey crew had a line ready. Our other crew had one ready. They just didn't appear to put it on the dock. It just looks like they went for the grab instead to try and get it on. And the Monterey crew's got it over, and our other crew on the right's got it over as well, as the rainy day puts an early end to the boating day for these crews. And speaking of an early end to the day for these crews, this rainy day is going to put an end to our day as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.